This meeting is being recorded.
And everyone please disable everyone mode while answering. Everyone please reply personally to me. Everyone. Super. Good morning, everyone. Yes. Yesterday I was talking about what, guys? Class. Java.lang. Class object, which holds a given class or interface or enum or annotation metadata. So whenever you want to pass class as input, are you going to pass dot class file name directly? No. You are going to pass in the form of what object? Java.lang.class object. Yes or no? Na? Super. I think yesterday I asked someone to stand and listen the class for a week. Who is that fellow? Today he came or not? Not? Okay, fine. No problem. Super, guys. Today, first we will discuss something called Calibri, guys. What is the number? 18. Perfect. Tell me here, what is the one I should take? First, today we should understand what is buffer or cache. What is a buffer or cache? Buffer or cache is a temporary memory that holds data for temporary period. Which holds data for temporary period. What is the use, sir? In client server application, buffer at client side holds the server supplied data and uses across the multiple same requests to reduce network round trips between what? Java client application and server application. To reduce network round trips between what? Client application and server application. In standalone application, by keeping objects in the buffer or cache, we can reuse them how many times we want, as many times you want, right, guys? In Spring environment, all singleton scope Spring Bean class objects will be maintained by IOC container in its own cache, which is called internal cache. What cache, guys? That's why you ask ctx.getBean method WMG. You call 10 times. You will see only one object creation. That means first time it is created, IOC container is managing that object in what? Cache. So when you ask again and again with the same bean ID, already created object will be given. Why it is reusing already created object? Because object that is created is kept in cache and reused. Are you understanding my statement? Do you think every Spring Bean object will be kept in internal cache? No. Only singleton scope Spring Bean objects will be kept in what? Internal cache for reusability. Because if they are not kept in internal cache, when second object is required, it may think about creating second object. If it is there in cache, first it will verify in cache, it is already there in cache or not. If there, collects it and uses it. If not there, creates it, keeps one copy in what? Internal cache, then give to us. Second time when I ask for same object, it will collect from the cache and give to us. Yes or no? Na? So for faster utilization, reusability of object, cache is very useful in standalone application. In client server application, cache is very useful to reduce network round trips between client and server application. Super. It is a temporary memory. What memory? that holds data for what period? Temporary period, right, guys? That holds data for temporary period. Okay, guys. The cache in standalone applications. The cache in standalone application. Okay. The cache in standalone application holds the objects and uses them. Okay. Uses them as needed. Uses them as needed. The cache at client side in client server application. What application? The cache at client side in client server application holds the server supplied results. What, guys? Supply result and uses that results, come on, across the multiple same requests to reduce what, guys? Network round trips. Round trips means coming and going. Round trips between client and server application. Network round trips between what, guys? Client and server application. Convinced with me, guys? Across the multiple same request. Array request is different means inputs all different. Request is same means same results. Okay, guys. Have a look on this, guys. This is my client application. This is my cache or buffer, right, boss? This is my server application. Client application, server application. Sorry, guys. Client application one side, server application another side. Yeah, server application, guys. This is going to be what? Buffer or cache. This is going to be buffer or cache. Here I will be having small network kind of thing environment now, boss. Okay, but remember one thing, guys. We need to empty the cache at regular intervals. Or we need to empty or update the cache at regular intervals. Otherwise, what happens? Though server is having latest result, my client will be showing old and outdated results or not. Yes or no? Na? So cache is not permanent memory, it's a temporary memory. Maybe every 5 minutes you have to empty, if every 1 hour based on the data sensitivity. Server is changing data once in a day. Once in a day, you empty the cache. Server is changing data every 10 minutes. After every 9 minutes, you empty the cache. After every 9 minutes, you empty the cache, guys. Are you getting my point? Stock market, stock value changing every 2 minutes. You have a right to maintain the cache between your application and stock market application for 1 hour 59 minutes only. Because on and average it's changing for every 2 minutes. But lots of people or same person is requesting same stock price for multiple time. 1 hour 59 minutes only you try to keep in the cache. After that you empty the cache or update the cache. Then only you will get the latest data. If you don't empty the cache or update the cache at regular interval, cache becomes a danger. It's like a weapon kept in your pocket, guys. If you know how to use it perfectly, it will kill opposite person or enemy. If you don't know how to use perfectly, it will kill you. Right, guys? Carrying gun is always danger part, right? If you know how to handle it, you can use to get the protection from enemies. If you don't know how to handle it, sometime it may kill yourself, right, now, guys? That possibility is there or not there? So cache is advantage if you know how to empty it at regular intervals, how to update it at regular interval. Cache is a danger if you don't know how to empty it. Okay, guys. This is going to be what, guys? Network. This is going to be network. Okay, now listen carefully. Let me reduce my line size. This is my request one, guys. This is my request. Here is my request one, guys. Come on. Okay, that is 1A. This is my request one, 1A. It will search, guys, whether it is available or not. This request related result is available or not. It will search 1B. Found not there. Found not there. So then it contacts the server or not? Then it happily contacts the server. Come on, boss. Contacts the server, get execute, process the request, gets the result, right, boss? Gets the result, puts that result in the cache or buffer, and lastly gives to application or not, boss? Lastly gives in the application. Okay. 1A, 1B. 1B question mark means searching for the result. What is this? 1C. 1C. Since not there, contacting the server. 1D. Executing the logic from the server. 1E. Gathering the results, guys. 1E. Come on. Gathering the result. 1D. Registering the result from the registering the result into 1F. One resisting the result into the cache, right, boss? Okay. Next one, 1G, FG, sending the result to client up. Sending the result to client application. Are you getting my point there, guys? Okay, now look at same request, guys. Second request also same as first request. First request I asked for 7 wonders. Second request also I am asking what? 7 wonders. Okay, this is going to be what, guys? This is going to be 2A, right? This is my 2A, guys. Here it will search for 2A. Same request means what? Results is available here or not, guys? The results are available here or not? I want reply. Yes, available. When available, without hitting the server, without using the network, the results will come back directly. The results will come back directly to client application or not? The results will come back directly to client application or not? I want reply, boss. Yeah, this is going to be 2C. This is going to be 2C, guys. Is that clear, my dear? Okay. Tell me here, what is this? 1A2, 1G, 1G. What is this? First request. First request. First request, comma, respond. Who is getting results from server? Results from server and also keeping in the buffer. Also keeping in the buffer. Okay, what is the next one? 2A to 2C. 2A to 2C. Tell me, boss. Second request respond. Who is getting results directly from buffer. Results directly from the buffer. Directly from the buffer without without using network. Without using network. So here 1A to 1G, many steps are there. 2A to 2C, only 3 steps are there. At least you agree with me? In client server communication, the buffer at client side reduces network round trips across the multiple requests or not, guys. Super boss. I'll tell one more example in standalone application, guys. Is it required to get data from buffer? Array, buffer is here, network is here. 2A, 2C, you observe Rambabu, Bamboop. Mr. Bamboop, please focus more. How can you ask, is it required to get a network to get the data from buffer? 2A, 2B, 2C, where are there? Everything at client side? Mr. Bamboo, focus. I'm feeling shame on you. You only seen the diagram. I have drawn the diagram in front of you. And you have seen 2A, 2B, 2C are there at what side? Client side. No touch of network, right? And you are asking me the question, is it required to use network to work with a buffer? Completed engineering, don't forget that. Don't ask questions like UKG, LKG people. Show some maturity. I request everyone. Okay, guys. And moreover, without using network, I have written, right? Send your photograph, boss. I want to keep your photo in Salarjung Museum. Dirty fellow. I have written without using network and he's asking, should I use network to work with the buffer, sir? Off listening. All problems are off listening. Okay. Note, guys. Note. It is recommended to MTR update the buffer or cache at regular intervals. At regular interval. At regular interval. Then only you will get the better result. Okay, I'll ask one more example. Sir, in standalone application, network is not there. Now, how it is benefit? Speed will be good. Fastness will be good, right? Okay, I created object kept in buffer. Second time, same object is required. So object creation time is wasted. Object creation time is not going to be wasted. Why? Object is already there in the buffer. Just collect it and use it. Just collect it and use it, right? Okay, I'll tell one more example. Every day morning, early morning, you have a good or bad habit of seeing one or other God photograph or favorite person photograph when you open the eyes, right? That some people keeps that habit or not. Okay, but that is there somewhere. So many folders in your mobile only. A lot of sub folders are there. After opening 10 folders, you are getting that photograph. After opening 10 folders, sub folders, you are getting that one. Every day morning, getting up, opening the mobiles, submitting mobile password, then opening folder one, going deep, then opening 10th folder, then getting the photograph is going to be time waste operation. And moreover, logically also, you are not seeing God first. You are not seeing your favorite person first. You are seeing your mobile lock screen first, right? Yes or no? Na? Technically also you are not correctly doing, right, boss? You are violating your own belief system. So that's why what people will do, instead of keeping somewhere deeper, they will try to keep as a lock screen image. You touch the mobile, favorite person appears, right? And you will see the day. You will start your day by seeing that photograph. So keeping keeping your favorite or favorite person or favorite god photo as last screen image is also speeding up the process or not, guys? Creating object, keeping in the buffer and reusing the object is also speeding up the process or not, guys? Super. Okay. In Spring applications, all singleton scope, all singleton scope, Spring Bean class objects, Spring Bean classes objects. Okay, guys, tell me, guys, will be, will be, add, will be saved and managed, will be saved and managed in the internal cache of the IOC container. In the internal cache of IOC container. Okay. This improves reusability and performance of the singleton scope. What, guys? Singleton scope Spring Beans. Singleton scope Spring Beans. Super, guys. Okay. Singleton scope Spring Beans. Here, what is the word I should add, guys? Spring. Okay. Singleton scope Spring Bean. Fine, boss. Tell me now. This is IOC container. Okay. Inside the IOC container, Spring Beans will be there as usually. Object 1, object 2, object 3. According to yesterday's example, guys. Okay. This is my IOC container. This is definitely my IOC container, guys. Okay. In our style, this is going to be our JVM. JRE JVM na, boss? Yes. This is going to be our JRE JVM. No second thought in that. JRE JVM. Okay. This is internal cache of IOC container. What cache, guys? Internal cache. This is my internal cache. This is my app config object, boss. This is my app config object. Tell me. App config object. App config. App config object. App config, guys. Let it be, boss. App config object. App config. Tell me next one. Wish message generator WMG. Wish message generator WMG. After that, what next? Okay, local time L time. Local time class object L time, boss. Here, wish message generator class object. Come on, guys. Internally
This meeting
key value
is being
pairs, boss.
recorded.
Internal cache is always what? Key value pairs. One side key, other side values. Here are my keys na, boss. Yes. Here are my keys, here are my values. Here are my keys, here are my values. What's the bean ID for app config? A small letter app config. If you don't give bean ID, tell me what happens, guys. The class name itself becomes bean ID or not, guys? Okay. Yeah. J&A registry, yeah, almost it is same, guys. App config object reference. What is maintained here is what? App config object reference. Double MG. What it will be maintaining, guys? Wish message. Generator. What, guys? Generator. Object reference, boss. Everyone getting my point? Here are my multiple dots or not? Here are my multiple dots coming or not, guys? I want reply, boss. Perfect. Everyone concentrate on my statement, guys. Come on. This is my Eclipse ID. $11,002. Click on it. Now I need to prove that wish message generator is singleton scope, whether its object is maintained in internal cache or not. It will be reused again and again, right, guys? First time it will be placed. Second time when you ask, it won't be created. It will be reused. Okay, here IOC container created. Yesterday I proved. Okay, dot class can be passed. Okay, why all these headaches? Here I can directly pass wish message generator dot class, guys. Wish message generator dot class. Okay, sir, how can you prove that only one object is created though I call getBean method for multiple times? Very simple. I call getBean method 3 times. First time, second time, third time. Total how many times call, guys? 4 times I called. Okay, if 4 objects are created, okay, when I call hash code method on the reference variable, 4 different hash code should come. If all these are reference variable pointing to single object created by IOC container because scope is singleton, I should get the same hash code. I must get the same hash code. Come on, guys. Okay, guys. Tell me. Generator dot hash code space. Generator 1 dot hash code space. Generator 2 dot hash code space. Next one. Generator 3 dot hash code. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Super. Okay. Is there any other way? All are pointing to the same. Okay. We can use reference operator also, na boss. Generator double double one. Generator one. Generator one. Come on, guys. Generator double equal to generator one. We can compare like this or not. Whether both are pointing to same reference variable or not. Can we compare like this? Can we compare like this? Come on. Super. Paste. Generator 1 equal to generator 2. Generator 2 equal to generator 3. Like this, we can compare or not, boss? In all the places, it will say true, true only. Okay, Sandhya madam, if you don't know the difference between double equal to and equals, please keep quiet. But don't do dances in the chat box. Equals is for content comparison. Double equal to for references comparison. Whether both the reference variables are pointing to same object or not. Shame on you guys. Completed core Java still don't know difference between what? When to use dot equals method, when to use double equal to operator. To check the references, double equal to. To check the content of the objects. To check the content of the objects, equals method. Right now I want to check all these are the reference variable pointing to same object. Then we have to use what? Double equal to. Content comparison means, that's why I say study core Java properly. Otherwise your innocence will come out. Yes, guys. All are same thing I kept. Okay. Generator 2 here, guys. Generator 1. Generator 2 there. Generator 3 here. Okay, guys. Tell me now. Here is my main class. Right click. Java application. Okay. Don't worry about entire output, guys. Worry about the required part. Worry about the required part. Tell me. All are giving same hash code. All of them are giving same hash code. 109, 109, 109. Okay. True, true, true. A is equal to B, B is equal to C, C is equal to D. Equal to A is equal to D, B is equal to C, A is equal to C. That means all are same. S1 are not, guys. Super, boss. Super. So now let me give this sample code. This proves what, my dear? When container is created, whatever objects that are created for singleton scope, whatever injection that are done on those objects will be saved and managed in IOC container internal cache. Till what time? Until container is there. Internal cache is part of IOC container. What is the lifetime of container in this application? Start of main method to end of main method. Once ctx dot close is called, container gone. Along with the container, its internal cache also will be vanished or not, guys. Super. Okay, this is the sample code that I would like to give. This is the sample code, guys. This is the sample code that I would like to give, guys. Say paste. Yeah. What is this? Get a target object reference. Okay. Yeah, tell me. Gives the same hash code. Gives the same hash code. What is there, guys? All of them will give true value or not? Gives true value. Gives true value. Technically speaking, how does it looks, guys? This is our wish message generator class object. What object? Wish message generator class object. For this object, come on. Wish message generator class object. Come on. For this object, multiple references are there. What's the original reference variable? WMG. Later, how many references are added? Another 4 references are added, right, guys? What is generator 1? Another is generator 2. Generator. Okay, generator 3. So all these references are pointing to what, guys? Okay, all these references are pointing to what? Same object. Agree with me? Okay, I said object is like body and references are like what? Names and nicknames given to that body. So using any name or any nickname, we can refer the body or not, guys. This is double MG. Okay. This is double MG. This is generator. This is generator. This is generator 1. Okay. This is generator 2. This is generator 2. This is my generator 3. This is my generator 3. Is that clear, my dear? Got it? Super, boss. Tell me here what is there. All these are pointing to same object. All these are referring to same object. What do you say, guys? Super. So at least now you got the idea. Whenever objects are created by Spring Container as a singleton scope Spring Beans, okay, they will be maintained in the internal cache for reusability and for better performance or not, guys. It is like instead of keeping folders or photographs somewhere deeper, keeping them as what? Lock screen image. When you touch the mobile, automatically they appear very fastly and very quickly. Super. So far, what we have discussed, guys, field injection, right, guys? Can I add more points on field injection, boss? Field injection. More points on, more analysis. Field injection. Okay, guys. Always remember one point, guys. Field injection can be done on multiple has a properties of target Spring Bean by adding at the rate auto void for multiple times. So now see, boss, along with the local time, I want to inject what? Local date also. Can't I inject? Definitely I can inject, guys. It's possible or not possible? Possible or not possible? Okay. We can perform field injection on multiple what properties? Has a properties of target Spring Bean. What, guys? Bean by placing at the rate auto void on multiple what, guys? Has a property. Multiple has a properties. I hope you got it, guys. My dear, I want reply, boss. At the rate auto void on multiple has a properties. Okay, let me prove that one practically, guys. Okay. Here, okay, in app config class, what I'm doing, I'm taking one more thing. What is there? Local date, create date. At the rate bean. What is this? L date. What date, guys? Return. What is there? Local date dot nawaf. Local date dot nawaf. What is the shortcut key we got, guys? The shortcut key we got over here is what is there? Systrace. Create date. Systrace create date, boss. Okay, go to the target Spring Bean class, guys. Yes. Target Spring Bean class. Now I can take on second property also. Second has a property. What is this? local date LD. On the top of it also I can add @auto void or not. On the top of it also I want to add @auto. I want to check whether it is really injected or not, guys. So how to check whether it is really injected or not? Sysdate LT local time is displayed. At the same time, I'm also displaying LD. I'm also displaying local time value and local date value. Okay, just to confirm whether it is injected or not. So shall we check search, guys? Shall we check that? Do I need all these hangama now? I want to comment, boss. Let's comment this. Target Spring Bean class object is received. When I call the business method, I will be displaying those results or not, guys. Definitely I will be displaying those results or not, guys. Right click, run as Java application. Okay, guys. Tell me here what's happening. Local time is displayed here. Local date is displayed here. That means both objects are injected or not, guys. So that means we can do auto field injection on any number of assay properties by keeping @auto void on multiple properties or not. Don't think that for every injection you need to take separate target class. Not required. In one target class, multiple assay properties can be there, and we can do injection on those what? Multiple assay properties by using @auto void annotation. Convinced, boss? Super. Yeah, example. In target class. In means what? Whatever we are giving, that is not a complete code. Some more code is there. Only we are giving the partial code that is required. We are giving the partial code that is required to understand. Understood, boss? Yeah, this is dot dot dot. Yes, guys. Tell me here. In app config dot Java. Same story, boss. Whatever story happened for what? First auto void annotation for injection. Same story will continue here also. App config dot Java, guys. What dot Java? App config dot Java, boss. Come on. Copy these guys. Tell me here. Say paste. It's been injected or not, guys? Yeah, tell me, guys. First one is injected to, this is injected to this property. And the second one is injected to this property. Second one is injected to this property. Are you getting my point there, boss? I want reply, boss. Are you understanding my statement, boss? Come on. Yes. Convinced with me, my dear. Come on, I want reply. Everyone understood my statement, guys? Perfect. Yeah, this is the first point about what, guys? Field injection. This is the first point about the field injection. Okay, now listen. We cannot do injection on static properties of the static has a properties. Static allocates the memory inside the object or outside the object. So can we make container injecting values to static properties, guys? Okay, let me try. Because version to version, sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not working. Okay, in this version, what they have done, we have to check. So I'm taking one property as a static, boss. I'm taking only one property as what? Static. Okay, keep there. Super. Here, I'm displaying local time and local date. Okay. Local date and local time. See, boss, if it is injected, I will get current date. If not injected, I will get the null value here. Come on, everyone. I am keeping reference variable in SOP. Okay, if data is there, toString is called, data is printed. If data is not there, what will be there? Null will be there. Null will be printed by SOP or not, guys. So by that, we can check whether it is injection is done or not done. Okay, boss. Now let's see. In this version, what's happening? Let's check. Right click, run as. Okay, this is main class, na? We have to run through main class. Run as Java application. Check it out, guys. What's happening? That means can we do injection on the static properties? Static has a properties of target Spring Bean. Why? Why? They allocate memory outside the object, and container is having access to object and its properties, right, guys? Container don't have access to what? Outside object properties. That's why no injection is possible on static has a properties. We cannot do injections on static has a properties of the Spring Bean class. We cannot do, what is that? Dependency injection. Injection on static has a properties of what, guys? Static has a properties of target Spring Bean class. Okay, if we do now, that means if we do okay Spring Bean class, that means they always hold what, guys? Null values. They always hold what? Null value. Okay, here in this scenario, this always hold null value, na, boss? Okay. In wish message generator dot Java. In wish message generator dot Java. They are going to hold null value forever, na, boss? Yes, holds null value. Nodes null value. Okay, guys. Okay. Using at the rate auto wide. Using at the rate auto wide. Injections are possible. What, guys? Only on the has a properties. Only on the has a property. Not on the what, guys? Simple and wrapper properties. What, guys? Simple and wrapper properties. For that, we need to use at the rate value annotation. This is future discussion, guys. What discussion? Because see, at the rate auto void looks for dependent Spring Bean. It is there with IOC container. Get it and inject it. Simple values are with IOC container. In target class, I have taken private int age. Age is with IOC container, boss. Age value will be with whom? Maybe in the properties file, maybe with end user. Yes or no, na? So to get them and to inject them to Spring Beans, we have to use one special annotation. What is that one special annotation? What is that special annotation, guys? At the rate value annotation. Okay, this is our future discussion. This is definitely our what? Future discussion. Super, guys. I think you got some extra points, additional points with respect to what? At the rate of field injection. With respect to field injection, you got it? Okay, guys. Now tell me, guys. Note, last point. At the rate auto wide is field level, FIELD, field method constructor constructor level annotation, guys. That means we can apply at the rate auto level, auto wide only on these three levels. Constructor level annotation. Field method constructor level annotation. Okay. Super, guys. Shall we move to setter injection now? Yeah. After seeing field injection, you never get interest to work on other injection, guys, because that's the easiest way to perform injection. But still, okay, for knowledge sake, we are going to study setter injection, constructor injection, arbitrary method injection as a glance. Our main focus will be on what? Field. Every day we are going to work with what? That is the best injection or fastest injection? That is the best only, not the fastest. Who is the fastest? Because while creating object, injection takes place. That's why constructor injection is what? Fastest. Are you getting my point there? Yeah. Here is my what, guys? Setter injection. If IOC container uses setter method of target class to assign dependent Spring Bean class objects to target Spring Bean properties, target Spring Bean properties, then it is called setter injection. For this, we need to place at the rate auto wide annotation on the top of setter methods. I think everyone knows what is Java Bean. Java Bean is a Java class with special standards. What is the first standard? For every property, there should be setter method and getter method. All member variables must be private, non-static. Recommended to implement serializable. Directly or indirectly, zero param constructor should be there. Like this, some standards are there to follow now, boss. Come on. So Java Bean is always helper class to pass more than three values from one class to another class, one project to another project. In office environment, office boys will be there na, to carry files from one desk to another desk. Java Beans also like that. They are not serious classes. They are what? Helper classes. They are data carriers between what? From one class to another class within the same project, or one project to another project across the multiple projects, guys. Is that clear? That setter method, same old setter method, but we are not going to make our Spring Bean as complete Java Bean. Only setter method we are going to place there. Only setter method. Because we are adding setter method, do you think Spring Bean becomes Java Bean? No. Because Java Bean should not contain business method. But our Spring Bean is going to have what? Business method. Along with the regular method, it is going to have what? Business method. Don't forget that, right, guys? Okay. So here is my setter injection story, na boss. Yeah. If the IOC container uses setter method of target Spring Bean, what, guys? Target Spring Bean to inject dependent Spring Bean to has a property of what is that? Target Spring Bean. Then it is called what, guys? Setter injection. What injection, boss? Dependent Then it is called what injection, guys? Setter injection. Okay. For this, we need to place @auto void on the top of setter method. Okay. Using multiple setter methods with @auto void, we can do injection on multiple has a properties of what properties, guys? Multiple has a properties of tell me, guys. Multiple has a properties of target spring bean. Target spring bean. So shall we see the sample straight away? Okay, now listen. Now I need to remove @auto void on the top of the field, but still I need has a properties. I need still has a property, guys. Statica, non-statica. Okay, every time we cannot be cheated, right? Okay, super. Tell me, I want to generate the setter method for it. One shortcut is there, is very easy shortcut. What is that? That is Eclipse, boss. Eclipse. Shortcut means directly on the keyboard. Alt Shift F. Alt Shift. Alt Shift S. Then what is there? I want setter method, right, guys? Okay. Yeah. Alt Shift S. Alt Shift S and S. S two times. Okay. Then it is select all na, boss. Select all. It's going to give me only setter method. Okay. Array S and S means it is giving two string method. 1 minute. Alt Shift S and I. Alt Shift S. Okay, I need what, guys? Getters and setters. R, boss. This is going to be R. Okay. Yeah. Select setters. Select the setters. You will get only setters. Where you want to see this? After LD property. After LD property, after constructor. I want to get after constructor. Two setter methods are generated automatically. Okay. Setter methods first. Setter methods for setter injection. What injection, guys? Setter injection. What is the shortcut key? Alt plus Shift plus S comma R. You want on public demand? One more time I am doing. Check it out. Alt plus Shift plus S R. Or then what is there? Select setters. Generate. How much time you see it's waste? You have to practice. You ask 100 times also, same thing happens. Okay, na? So they came at the end, boss, because by default location is selected that. Okay. But to give the feeling these are executing, can I go for systrace? Systrace. Once again, systrace. Okay, to give the feeling, setter methods are executing, guys. But okay, just setter method is enough. You should place @auto void also. @auto void. Here also what, guys? @auto void. Even though these many injections are there, what is regularly used injection in the industry? Field injection. Why? On the field directly you can keep @auto void. Taking setter method is extra na, unnecessarily na. Okay, after adding setter method, are we removing any field? Anyhow, fields are required. Otherwise, where they will be stored? Anyhow, fields are required. On the top of it, setter methods are extra. Why all this headache? On the fields itself, you place what? @auto void. Whole story is over, na, boss. I hope you understood why field injection is good. Okay, guys. @auto void test, guys. Java application. Check it out. Output is coming, but before that, you can check that two setter methods are executed. Set LT, set LD. Set LT will inject local time object to LT property. Set LD will inject what? Local date object to LD property. Doing or not doing? Is doing or not doing, guys? But remember one thing, guys. Whether it is field injection or setter injection, first target class object will be created. Then dependent objects will be created. Check it out. First, what it is creating? Target. And it's dependent. Using setter method, injection. Target is already there. That's why it's dependent. That's why by calling setter method, injection. Are you understanding my statement? In field injection and setter injection, container first creates target class object, then keeps what? Dependent objects ready and completes the injection process. In field injection also same story. Sir, why are you highlighting this one? Anyhow, that is common, na? That is not common. In constructor injection, first dependent, then target. Why, sir? Or in the constructor of the target class, we are going to pass dependent as the argument. So first of all, it has to keep dependent ready in order to complete target object creation, na boss. Use brain. Whenever you pass another object parameter, another class parameter in the constructor of first class, first it will create first class object or second class object. First, it will create another class object using that object as dependent. It will create what? Target class object. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Super. Set LT and set LD, boss. Set LT and set LD. Note. In setter injection, comma field injection, the IOC container first creates what, guys? Target spring bean class object. Then it then creates what is there? Dependent spring bean class objects. Okay. Objects. Yeah. Objects for completing the while completing the injection. Okay, for completing the injection process. Injection process. Okay. So now what I'm going to give sample code I have to give now, boss. Wish message generator dot java. This is my okay. In wish message generator dot java. I am modifying first project itself. What you do is first you developed the project now. On that one, improvisations are done. Yesterday, some improvisation. Take a copy of it, improvisation. One more copy of first project. Okay, one more improvisation. Otherwise, your first project will be disturbed and you will not get anything afterwards. Me, fine. Okay, I can anything back to right, boss. So I want you people, as long as I'm improvising the first project, every day you take copy of original copy of first project. There you do experiment. There you do changes, so that you have something to see back. Otherwise, clumsy, and you will confuse. Otherwise, I'll do that one here itself. Otherwise, wait a minute. Okay. This one I'm keeping where, guys? This. Yeah. What is the one I should highlight? Oh, it's gone, huh? What's the one? This is the one, guys. This is the one I want to highlight. Here other logics will be there or not there? Definitely other logics will be there. But these two setter methods are there na boss? On the top of setter methods, this one. Shortcut key also given, boss. Shortcut key also given. But before going further, as I said, let me take this one as a copy of the first project. IOC project 01. Okay. Auto wiring extension 1. Extension 1. We'll keep the project number as it is, guys. Okay. So latest setter injection copy is there in this project. Okay. So now let me make my original project just having field injection code. Let me make my original project just having what? Field injection code, guys. So here what is there? @auto. Here also what is there, guys? @auto. Okay. Remaining the setter methods are required, guys? Not required. Setter methods are required, guys? Not required. Fine. But in field injection, I would like to add one point, boss. What is that point? Okay. What is our fields, guys? Our fields are private properties, na? But IOC container is getting access to those private properties and doing injection on them. Listen carefully. IOC container internally uses reflection API. Anyone studied reflection API in core Java? At least heard about it? If not heard or if not studied, Harikrishna sir reflection API videos are there, guys. In our Naresh IT YouTube channel, Harikrishna sir reflection API videos are there. Go and watch them. If you want to get access to any internal part of any class, you have to use reflection API. In that one also, again, object of java.lang.class is required. You want to access any part of the code and you want to use that as programmatically, you have to use what? Reflection API. See the name reflection. When you stand in front of mirror shows your reflection. Na? When you give class to reflection API application, you will get all the details of that class and you can use those details as needed. Using those details, you can call the methods. Using those details, you can create object for the given class. Using those details, you can change the values of the properties that are already set. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Super, guys. Okay, guys. Not covering who has to demand? You have to demand, not me. Okay. Yeah, listen, reflection API is such a concept, you know, it will break so many security rules of Java. Generally, what is our mindset? Private properties cannot be accessed outside the class, outside the object. Using reflection API, I can access it. Not only I can access, I can modify them also. If class is having private constructor, its object cannot be created outside the class. Sorry, using reflection API, I can get access to private constructor, I can create the object, boss. That's why if someone says, is Java pure object oriented? Not. Encapsulation is broken multiple times, right? Encapsulation is completely broken by using reflection API, guys. Are you understanding my statement? That's why if someone asks the question, are fields are private, na? Who is doing injection? IOC container. How IOC container can do injection on what? Private properties which are not visible outside the class, which are not visible outside the object. Then you have to say IOC container internally uses what? Reflection API to get access to private fields of object and to perform dependency injection on them. How does it know? It has to use reflection API to access them by seeing @auto-void annotation on the top of the properties. How does it know there is @auto-void proper annotation on the top of the property? Again, by using reflection API. Using reflection API, I can get the details of the class and I can use the details of the class. In that process, I can break some encapsulation principles also. In that process, we can break some encapsulation principles also. Everyone convinced with me, guys? Super. Note. IOC container internally uses, what is that? Reflection API to access private as a properties of the target Spring Bean while performing @auto @auto-void based injection. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, I want reply, boss. @auto-void based injection. Comfortable, guys? @auto-void based injection, guys. Fine. Okay, guys. Now, shall we move to next discussion? That is constructor injection, guys. But before going to constructor injection and arbitrary method injection, I'm asking question. Whenever Spring Bean is creating object, it is using zero param constructor. Whenever IOC container is creating Spring Bean class object to while having setter injection or field injection, it is definitely using zero param constructor, na boss? Is it going to use parameterized constructor? It is looking only zero param constructor. How can you prove that, guys? How can you prove that? Come back. Here I wantedly take one param constructor, guys. I am doing field injection. I am wantedly. When I place one param constructor, do you think zero param constructor comes automatically? When no constructor, zero param constructor comes automatic. When you place any parameterized constructor, do you think zero param constructor comes automatically, guys? Definitely not. Definitely not. Okay, now go to main method. Right click. This one. We are getting exception now, boss. No qualifying bean type int available. It is looking for that int value, but is there any int value to pass? Okay, that's a point number one. So that means when you design Spring Bean class having field injection, only field injection, or only setter injection, or only arbitrary method injection, so container looks to create that Spring Bean class object using zero param constructor. Maybe it comes as a default or you placed explicitly, but it looks to use what? Zero param constructor. Is that clear, my dear? Come on. Convinced with me, guys. Come on, guys. Perfect. Okay, now listen. I will place only private constructor in my Spring